Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, in my seed tours and reviews series. Last week was episode 25. Martin Fletcher gave us this really cool island seed with loads and loads around it. If you've not seen it, the link to the playlist is in the description below. Please do go and have a look. This was a cracking seed. We've got another Java seed for you. We're going to do a bedrock seed next week, but this one is brilliant, I'm told. I've not been in it yet, but I'm really excited from what I've heard. World generation time again, and this is the seed, but this is in the world name, remember. So go to more world options, and in here, you want to be pasting the same seed. Otherwise, you can end up with something that's not this one, and that'll be sad. We don't want sad, we want happy. Right, I'm in creative, let's crack in. I'm told that this world seed is really good where you spawn in. There's something very interesting, so let's find out. And I have spawned in. So this is a dark oak forest. Okay, that's quite nice. Let me just turn myself around. Oh, right next to a village. What I am going to do is I am going to get myself my stone pillar. And I'm going to build my pillar up here. So oh no, I can't. I'm under a tree. Right, let's just go straight up through the tree. That'll be all right, wouldn't it? So we're on top of our pillar and there's all kinds of bits shooting out, but look at that coral reef right next to us. That's where we spawned in. There's the village. Coral reef right next to us. That couldn't be much closer, could it? Blimey. So we've got mountains over there. We've got, looks like a plane's going off in that direction. We've got some more ocean there. Oh my god, what? Oh my god, I literally just turned around and I didn't even know it was there. It's there, look at that. Look at that. That's like south and it's there. Hang on, if I had a bow and arrow, I could shoot them from here. That's mental. I didn't even know it was there. That made me jump. We're going to go north. Oh, that made me jump. Right, so we got a wreck just over there. We got some great mountains that you go mining in over there, which is good. Plenty of dark forest. And we've got a plains to the right where you could potentially do a little build. But given where we've just spawned in, maybe that could just be an ancillary build there. It's nice and flat. We've got a good, decent sized swamp here with plenty of water. Water, again, is really important. And, oh, witch hut. Yep, and we've got a witch hut right there, right next to us at spawn. That's superb. So if we built up some kind of witch farm there, and we use perhaps this area in the middle here as some kind of iron golem podium type place, we've got a nice double bubble farm. You do know, I love my double bubble farms. You'll know I do. And this is a huge swamp, actually. You could do all kinds of stuff with this. Mostly water. I do love a swamp that's mostly water. Hang on a minute. That's a monument. And that's a monument. We've got a double monument. If you wanted to make yourself loads of prismarine, you could drain both these monuments, that one, and stand in the middle. They are close enough for you to be able to bang out a ton of prismarine from both of them. So we've got a village here as well. So it's a little bit 2,000 odd blocks to the north. That's quite cool. And in this village, you can see right in front of me, we've got a blacksmith. So I always do like a good blacksmith because you can pillage those to within an inch of their lives. So going out east, I've literally gone about 50 blocks. We've got a wreck down there that you can go and explore and start your treasure hunting. We've got more dark oak, just continues all over the place. Plenty of wood, that's brilliant. And a plains biome in this direction as well. That actually is quite a nice shape. I quite like that. You've got some bamboo there. Plenty of swamp on this seed, isn't there? Goodness me. If you like swamps, if you want to live in a swamp, maybe come and just live in a swamp. Look, this massive plains area sweeping around. You could do a really great building. That would be perfect, in fact, for kind of like a city-town build. It's fairly flat. It's got great shape. It's got water. It's got some surrounding areas. And you've got a village right next to it, this village here, where you could relocate the villagers to within an inch of their lives. That would be quite cool. You've got the desert to the right. So all of that glass making is ready for you. And the mountains right in front of you. This is a good area, actually. This could be an even better area to build than the actual spawn area, even though the mansion is there. And the desert is looking like it's a significant size, just floating up a little bit. You've got another desert village just over the top there. No towers on that village by the look of it. That's quite interesting. There is indeed the desert temple right there. You can see it half hidden under the sand. Very slightly further east, just as we come past the edge of the desert, we've found ourselves a pillager tower. So not that far from the village, but quite a long way, I guess, relative to some of the other seeds that we've got. But again, in a desert biome, which means around it is relatively flat and could be really great for being able to make a pillager outpost farm. And there is the village that it associates itself with, that savannah village just there. Fairly decent sized village right in sight of that pillager tower. If you like building in savannah, by the way, this is also a really nice savannah area. You might want to consider it. We're back atop our pillar and we have got a southerly facing direction now. I got excited about it and I'm going to get overly excited about it again. I do love it when mansions spawn in. I've had very few mansions spawn in right by the end. And I think this is the closest to spawn I've seen in this entire seed series. So if you want to spawn in and do a mansion raid just in your pants, this is the perfect seed for you. Look at it. It's beautiful. Very flat topped, but as a structure, actually incredibly beautiful with the village so very close. Right, now get over yourself, Avomance, because you need to move on and do other things. So continuing further south, we have got a little bit more swamp. It's a smaller swamp, this one, surrounded by, again, loads of dark oak. If you like building in dark oak, you've got stacks of it right here for you. Moving into a more mountainy area, kind of the forested hills, and a birch forest to the right. So we've got all of the woods now except for jungle. Hopefully we'll find a jungle fairly soon. That opens up onto a plains just the other side of the birch forest. It's a little bit more bumpy, this plains, but still quite a nice shape. I like the fact that there's a little hill in the middle. You could probably make a feature of that. Let's see what's a little bit further out. So the forest yielded into a tiger biome. You can see it's a really large tiger biome. And right in the middle of it, you've got a pillager tower literally growing out the top of the trees, which I think looks fantastic. I don't think I've seen one surrounded in that way quite so much before. And that goes into the ocean. It's not very wide, but it is quite long. Into the ocean, more coral, obviously, because, you know, we've not got enough coral on this already. And there's a savannah just the other side with a desert right next to it. So if you wanted to head in this direction, in the southerly direction, there's actually an awful lot for you. This is quite a nice little village. It is a little village. Savannah villages, probably not my favourite because I tend to trigger raids in them and they're very difficult to defend against on a raid. But still, if you like them, that's great. More desert on the other side. My betting is that there's going to be desert temples aplenty. So perhaps south is a direction for you. Just a wee bit further south. We've come very nearly 3,000 blocks now. And we have got a flower biome here, which is fabulous. Look at that, all over the place. I'm hoping that there's some buzzies. There's the bees right there. So yeah, we've got some buzzies here. So you can obviously come and collect up your bees and you are golden. And then over there in the distance, you can see you've got yourself another desert village. There's loads of villages in this place and a desert temple right over there. Pillaging aplenty. Heading out west starts you out over a lot of ocean. It is a very moist seed in that way, but we've got loads of coral as we've already seen. We're not that far away. The post is just literally over there, and it just carries on. The ocean carries on for ages, and it looks like we've just got a little archipelago of islands rolling around there that turn into a mainland savannah. Massive old savannah there as well, with a savannah village that's a nice flat savannah. Oh, now I do much prefer a flat savannah village because, you know, when they're split like that, they're so difficult to defend against raids. But that's quite a nice, and it's a large one as well. Decent village, pretty close to spawn. You can see the savannah heights there, nice and flat topped. You could build something quite nice there as well. Just past that first village, we've got a second savannah village, little tiddly one there. It's not very big at all, but pretty close to the first one, which was just over there. On this side, we've got another desert. You can see a savannah just rendering in at the end with a shipwreck right there, and another desert temple. So, oh, what's that there? Hang on. Just caught something. Naha! Now this looks like a very different coloured sand to me. We found a mesa, a badlands biome, literally not far away. Where are we? We are at not even -1.5, -300, and we found a big mesa biome. Plenty of terracotta and red sand and a shed load of gold underneath this. That is superb. You're going to be over the moon. It's got an exposed mine shaft down there, you can see. It's got plenty of gold under there, trust me. And next to it, you've got dark oak, little bit of plains, and what looks like over there some additional forest. So just having a quick scout around as to where the nearest points of interest is. I've had a look search for an igloo because I was interested to know where the nearest frozen area might be. So it's only 2,000 blocks away for that igloo in a directly diagonal direction. That's terrible English. Nearest monument is about 1,500 blocks away. That wasn't the one we saw. There's actually one slightly closer in a slightly different direction, which is good. Nearest jungle pyramid is nearly 8,000 blocks away. So that implies that there could be a bit of a trot if you want to get to the jungle. But that's okay because it might be the jungle's a little bit closer and the jungle pyramid is at the other side of it. The nearest stronghold is only about 1,500 blocks away, pretty much in a straight line. And the nearest mansion, did I mention, it's just there. So we're going to do the spoilersy bits now, and we're going to go under the ground. So if you don't want to know what's under the ground and you want to come and look yourself, please, caller, please go and watch one of my other videos and come back in just a few minutes. Look, did I mention there's a mansion there, look. Right, anyway, we're going underground in 3, 2, 1. It's a much longer one. Totally mistimed one. And another one. And at last I'm underground. But what have we got? That was appallingly timed. For goodness sake, I needed like 7 to get to that. So under here, we have got what looks like a very complex cave system. Lots of ravines. I mean, loads of ravines, actually. Ravinage everywhere underneath here. There's just like one constant long ravine. We do have here what looks like the smallest... I'm just coming up in the water there. It looks like the smallest mine shaft in the history of the world. Is it literally just that? I think it is, you know. That is... Oh, no, there is... It's all right. Don't panic. I found the rest of the mine shaft. It's all good. You've got yourself a spider spawner there. I thought that was a tiny mine shaft. That actually got me quite excited then. The rest of the mine shaft is right here. It's literally just underneath your feet as you spawn in. And you've got your spider spawner and all you could want there for your mine shaft pillaging needs. Have we got anything else? I can see something else just in the distance over there. On the way there, we have got a spider spawner just floating through inside this little cave. So if you like to do spiders and not cave spiders, you've got something right there. The position for that one is 500, 44, 172 on the 28 parallel. So that's relatively close to where you spawn in. You spawn in just about minus 100, so it's pretty close. What we've got here is what looks like a significantly larger mine shaft than the other one, in between another massive ravine there, look, as well. Goodness me. So we've got, looks like the spiders have been all over this one. Spiders are properly building there. So you've got your spider spawn. Where is the spawner? Where is the spawner? Where's the actual spawner? There it is. It's hidden all amongst that. So you've got the spider spawner there. So don't worry, there is a spider spawner. It's just not loads of cobwebs. And this one carries on forever. It's huge. Look, I'm just flying through that. I just got my head stuck in it. But this is a big one. This is a really big one, in fact. Look and see if there's any more spawner or anything. Oh, there's another spawner right there. So you've not got anywhere here where you could do like a multiple spawner farm. But you do have plenty of opportunity to be able to do what you need. So you've got a different mine shaft here. So that's the third mine shaft that we've just found. That is within, you know, a stone's throw really of where you've spawned in. Not loads of spawners on this one, but again, plenty to explore, and there will be riches beyond your wildest dreams. We do have a zombie spawner right here, right in the middle of it. Back at my pole, right next to the village that's right next to the mansion, and we're going to light this fella up and go interdimensional, and we're going to see what is on the other side. I'm hoping that there's a fortress not too far away, because that would just be the icing on top of this cake. Coming through, you spawn onto a relatively open platform. It is quite possible you could get gasted if you were here, but the advantage there that travel is probably not too tricky. You can even step up all the way over there, can't you? So let's just have a quick look around and see what we can't see. Oh, look, literally just there. We don't have to do any slash locating. There is a nether fortress right there. There's your portal. There's your fortress. And look, it is over lava, or at least this bit is. Mine this bit out. Get rid of that. You've got this fortress area over lava. And that is going to give you the opportunity to make an absolutely splendid with a skeleton farm. That's absolutely brilliant. But what we're really interested in is where's the fungus? And the answer to that question is here is the fungus. You do have to dig around a bit to get in here. Look, so if I come out here, you can see it's not hidden that much, but actually, if you think you've got this massive sprawling nether fortress all the way over there, all the way over that lava, and it draws you on, then you've got this little hidden bit around the back here where the actual fortress area is. And if you come in here, it's literally just there. You won't get to it from the top because it's all blocked in, look, all blocked in. You can't even sneak through it there particularly easily. But when you get down here, you've got plenty. So you've got mushrooms. It's all good. Don't panic. You've got plenty of wart. What a brilliant seed. Did I mention that the village that you spawn in at has got a... Yeah, seriously, look. Look, it has. It's got a blacksmith's. How exciting is that? As well, as did I mention, it's got a mansion. This is a brilliant seed. I am absolutely delighted that I got sent this seed because you are spawning in a great area. You've got everything you need really quite close to you. What more could you possibly want? You've got good stuff for building. You've got good stuff for being able to make farms. You've got all kinds of stuff. So many villages, so many shipwrecks, coral for days, Mesa. It's brilliant. This is a superb seed. So I am going to say thank you very much. I thought I was closer than that. Thank you very much to Gertrudes. Gertrudes, thank you so much for bringing this seed to our attention. It is absolutely brilliant. And I've got probably a fair amount of money to say that people are going to come onto this seed and start to play on it because you were the person that introduced them. Really good of you, and I'm very grateful for you to having done so. If you've got a really awesome seed, then please do feel free to send it to me at avomanceminecraft@gmail.com. avomanceminecraft@gmail.com. Let me know why it's so good. Maybe give me some coordinates, give me some description, give me a narrative. Let me know why it's worth me checking it out, because I'm going to be honest with you, I have now got over 200 seeds that I've been sent as a result of this series. I can't check them all out. So the people that describe them the best are likely to be the people that get onto the series. Hello, Mr. Sheep. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.